talking about the enhanced game. Dr. Tom, what do you think? What have you heard about these enhanced games? What are the results that we got from them?
It was awful. It was actually like the nightmare that they were hoping that it wouldn't be. Um, the results, no world records. Not a single. We were promised record-breaking, crushing. These athletes were supposed to be like the gods of sports, and we got pretty average stuff. I don't want to say average, but we got like pro athlete stuff.
I think that there is a lot to laugh about, to be honest with you. Like the fact that there was one world record broken and all these people were doped up, and the sport that they broke the record in two was swimming, and they were also allowed to use equipment that is illegal in the Olympics as well. So,
Do you do you know who was at the games?
who was it? You?
Unk.
Oh, our best friend,
Brian Johnson was at the
Brian
game.
Johnson. Yeah.
They showed a picture of him, a quick clip. They were like, "Oh, Brian Johnson." They flash over to him, and he's got like a UV umbrella that he carries
Uh,
everywhere with himself. I love Brian. You don't want to age. You don't want the skin. You don't want the skin to age you, like so you don't want the wrinkles. I mean, the man went as far as taking his son's blood and transfusing it back into his. With all that hard-earned blood, yeah, I'm not getting sunburned. Hell no. I just reversed my age by how much? No.
I actually like the more we look into Brian Johnson, the more I think that he's actually a pretty good guy. I,
Oh yeah,
I
no,
think he
like I'm not
actually
saying
gives
that to
some
be a
good
jerk. Like
information.
he's a nice guy. But is it weird that he took his son's blood? Yeah, that's weird. You don't do that. You just milked your son.
You could tell how socially awkward he is,
Yeah.
but he also comes across as very nice. And like if you go against him, it seems like he'll actually have a conversation about it. So it's actually sort of refreshing in some way how sort of awkward and weird he is.
Yeah,
But I like
it's not like he's a complete like you hear about celebrities and you're like, oh yeah, like I heard that celebrity's like a jerk. Like no, I actually hear like Brian Johnson is like a decent human. I mean, other than
yeah.
taking his son's blood, I still think that's weird.
Regardless, anyone watching, do you think it's weird to take your son's blood in order to live longer? Because I don't think I would ever take my son's blood to live longer, no matter how fresh it is. That sounds so weird out of context. I'm just realizing. But yeah, Brian Johnson took some blood from his kids. We were supposed to be talking about the enhanced game. Now we're talking about taking blood from your kids. So maybe we want to get back to the enhanced games.
And then the other most famous celebrity in attendance, I think, I want to say was Tyga. I think was there.
Taiga,
I'm pretty sure.
sir,
I'm
this
gonna go double check. Or I know
sir,
we have
this
to
was
like
not
honestly, this is more entertaining than the results of the enhanced games.
sir. Tigers were not at the enhanced games.
No, we're talking about early 2000s peak rapper Tyga.
Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks for coming on. Well, that is good, I guess. Tyga was there. I do not know anything about rap, so I can't say that's a good or a bad thing.
He had a
Um,
lot of good songs.
all right. What's the famous one?
I think I know. I'm just saying he's got good ones. Give me a quick second. I used to listen to Tyga.
Let me Google it and check. Yeah, so we got two B-list celebrities that one. Our boy
Yeah.
Brian Johnson and Tyga.
He has that song Taste. He's got another song called I never heard it, but now I want to listen to it. It's called Freaky Deaky.
I think I've heard that song, but I
Steady
don't know.
Mobbin'. Oh,
All right.
Bedrock Trophies. Yeah, come on,
All
everyone
right.
knows Trophies.
Let's come off of this. We don't need to talk about Tyga on
It's
an
more
enhanced
interesting
game
than the
podcast.
results we're going to talk about, but since you want to go and dive
No,
into the
but
subpar results that we got at the enhanced games,
sir, why do you think the results were subpar? What do you think they were missing? They had all the juice, they had all the extra equipment that they needed. Like, what's going on
because
here?
all the athletes who are in the Olympics juice too. They just stop it in time. So when they get tested, they pass.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like you hate to say it, but there's not an athlete in professional sports, Olympics included, I mean, there's probably some, but a vast majority of them juice, and they're just really good at dosing, and there's no way around it. I do
Yeah.
think that a huge part of it is that a lot of these athletes were like way past their prime, and they're not really, making huge strides anymore. Like Fred Curley actually has a really good Olympic career, and he was in the Olympics 2 years ago. I think he came in like third place, something like that. Like he actually did very well in the last Olympics, and he won this one. It's just his time was not that impressive. Yeah, Fred Curley in the last Olympics got 9.81. So if you don't believe that Fred was juicing up before, he got a 9.81, no juice, and he got a 9.97 2 years later, as juiced as you can, juiced to the gills with a bunch of stuff. So it shows, there's extra help in the Olympics too. As much as they try to stop it, there's no way. Like, you can't just test people year round. Hey, Wolf Husky lover.
Honestly, what I'm really surprised about was the weightlifting. I mean, don't get me wrong, the strongman, notorious. That's a very, very steroid driven sport. But we couldn't the world record is 510 kilograms, and both of the top guys in the enhanced games attempted to break it with 515 and they couldn't.
The thing is, Wolf, we're talking about the enhanced games. Um, 510 was enhanced. Like strongman and weightlifting.
But now this is
Well,
super
maybe not
enhanced.
weightlifting. Strongman, I don't think so. I think strongman has always been super juice. They never test people like for juice in strongman. I'm pretty sure there's no tests. They're just like, yeah, go get as strong as you possibly can.
Yeah, it's just that's one of those sports where it's like yeah, it's already very well known that everyone's blasting steroids. What's really impressive is so both Mitchell Hooper and I can never pronounce Hafthor
Hafthor
Junius
Johnson.
Jornson. We call him the Mountain. They
Hafthor
both
Johnson.
attempted the 515. I mean, the Mountain he went from 425 to 475 and then to 515 like a steady progression. Hooper was very far behind him in 400 and then 440 and then 515. Like he jumped. That's a very high jump. We're talking like a I can't do math in my head right now. That's a
So I
significant.
think 75 times 2.2, 150 pounds around.
It's a 150-pound jump on a
Yeah.
deadlift. Like that's he just did that because he was already only in second place. Like he was already in second. He's like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go and try to crush the world record.
Sure, I think there were only two people in the strongman weightlifting competition. As far as I could tell, there's no other results.
Oh, sorry, that one hurt. As far as I can tell, you're right too. Definitely.
Then again, there is supposed to be weightlifting stuff. So let me see if I can find the weightlifting results. As we do that, sir, tell us about enhanced games and all of the different drugs you can take on the enhanced game website.
You can take anything that enhances you, as long as the doctors can prescribe it. Pretty much the games are just all about drugging up with steroids and trying to get to your peak results. And everyone thought that these games were going to be world record crushing, like this is how far we can push the human body and look at how amazing it is. And then it flopped everywhere. And the most exciting thing was the fact that Tiger was there and that Brian Johnson had an umbrella to help block the sun. Otherwise, the enhanced games were just not anything more than honestly the Olympics were more entertaining because they were actually breaking world records.
All right. So,
This was not the case. What did you find?
of the 9 athletes that attempted the traditional weightlifting, which included the snatch and the clean and jerk, 4 of 9 failed to register a total. So
What? So they attempted the list and
they attempted 3 times and were not able to complete them. Um, the remaining ones, I mean, did okay. I mean, Yoni Andika got 135 kg snatch and 170 clean and jerk. Um, Lady Solus registered 100 kg snatch, 140 in the clean and jerk. I mean, they're okay. They're very far apart from each other, though. Like, it seems like it was just sort of a disaster, honestly.
You wanna know what's even funnier? Like, the sheer fact that in the enhanced games, like, what are the athletes doing exactly again, Aaron, in the enhanced games?
Enhancing themselves.
Yes. So you think that should give them an advantage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, there's 3 people who were not enhanced at the enhanced games who won events.
that's hilarious. And I did not know that.
Fred Carley won the men's 100-meter dash with a time of 9.97 seconds.
Hold up.
Tristan Evelyn won the women's 100-meter dash, clocking in at 11.25 seconds. And Hunter Armstrong won the men's 50-meter backstroke. I don't have a time for that guy. Um, all 3 of those athletes were quote unquote drug free clean.
I don't think Fred Curley was drug free. I think Fred Curley has just as much juice as any one of them.
I don't think so.
That man's been juiced up for years. I could
He was
obviously be wrong.
clean at the time.
Yeah, clean at the time. So he did exactly what he did for the Olympics for the last 12 years and just did it
Clean.
again for the enhanced games, even though he didn't need to because, it's the enhanced game.
Who was the
Um,
one swimmer who was supposed to like absolutely crush it? He was like,
oh, the guy that won or broke his record wearing a suit that makes him swim faster?
no, 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 no.
No, wait, there was somebody else?
There was a swimmer who flopped. I'm looking it up. He was supposed to be like a beast, like he's been freaking juicing up.
James
James,
Magnuson?
yeah, like you see him on the block,
Oh,
and he's
James.
like gigantic. Um, and he got like ninth.
That's the funniest thing, that he got so big that he couldn't even swim fast anymore. The poor guy.
Yeah,
Like, he
he
got
he
actually worse.
he juiced up. So I'm pretty sure it was him. He juiced up like crazy, and he flopped completely, absolutely, just terrible.
So I think to summarize the enhanced games, it was an absolute disaster.
It's
And
hilarious.
yeah, it was. It was hilarious, and there's really not even a lot to talk about. Let's be honest.
Like, do you? I wish that I could pull up this picture of James Mag. Do you see the picture of James Magnuson?
Oh, his juiced up picture.
Hang on, I'm gonna send in the link to like sorry, our Discord so you can see it, and those who are watching, go just Google James Magnuson. Just take a look. It went through on Discord. Just take
Oh
a look at this
my
guy.
goodness. James Magnuson looks like a freak of nature, and he looks like that suit does not fit. I'm sorry, James. You can swim faster than me on your worst day, but
That
that
suit's
doesn't look
crying.
very aerodynamic. What?
So that suit's crying right now.
That thing is stretched. That thing
Yeah.
is not doing well. We lost both of our people viewing because we were making fun of James Magnuson.
No, what you didn't know was one of the viewers was James
James,
Magnuson.
no, James, if you're watching, we love you. You're a great athlete. You've done amazing things. But the enhanced games, I don't think it was for you. There's got to be a
Yeah,
reason that you did this much worse.
I sit here as a man who tries to say like, oh yeah, like see, like the drugs wouldn't help. Like, nah, listen, if I doped up on steroids, like, it probably helped me. I'd probably do much better. But you guys are already topping your game.
Sure. Here's the reason why he did so much worse, which is something we didn't even bring up yet. Man's 35.
Peak. He's peak.
Not at all.
Us at a young, spry 30. You're 31.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
No,
You're
but
older.
for
That's it.
for
Peak.
sports, 35 is way past your prime, especially for swimming. Like, what's the average age in the Olympics for swimming?
You're running your mid 20s. Like it's like 24 is like your prime time. I think Michael Phelps was like 24 or 25 when he won all of his medals.
Yep. So 20. He won like 3 Olympics in a row. He was
Well, no,
super
no, I'm talking
young.
about the time where like the Olympics were was it
Oh,
Beijing when he won like 8 or 9 gold medals and then he smoked weed and they tried to take it all away from him.
Yeah, he whooped everyone. It's the stupidest thing.
Because
So
he was
yeah,
enhanced with weed.
average age
Weed.
for average age for men is 24.1 years. For females is 23 years. The average age at the enhanced games in general, I actually looked this up earlier if I could find it, was around
Was he dead?
27 years old.
Bunch of old heads just doing steroids trying to
Oh
stay.
wait, no, sorry, that was Olympics. It's 30 years old. So a little bit older, probably past the peak of their athleticism. And maybe it's a, I don't know. I'm having a brain fart, I'll be honest with you.
What did we learn? Maybe we need to get some 5-year-olds who want to try doing enhanced games and see, maybe then we will break some records. But 35-year-old jacked up. Don't get me wrong. I'm jealous of James. James is looking yoked. Like if I can make my tux on my wedding day in 3 weeks look like that, make it look like what his swimsuit is doing. I'm just
Let me ask you this, sir. Let me ask you this, sir. Would you
yeah.
take that look for the devastation that steroids do to your body?
Wait, say again?
Would you take that look for the devastation that steroids will do to your body?
Yeah, dude, you know how good I'm gonna look in the casket? Like
It won't even fit in the casket anymore because there's so much muscle
yeah, I
on
need
your
a
body.
need a bigger casket
You know what
and
they
bigger doors in
say,
the house.
bigger isn't always better.
I'm looking up fun things that happened. Oh yeah, I'm ignoring that and looking up fun things that happened there. Um, Rampage Jackson shuts it down. The games attracted quirky athletes and star-studded crowd. Rampage Jackson had a hilarious viral moment during a live stream when an internet personality playfully pushed him, and Rampage immediately tried to square up. So there was almost a fight at the enhanced games. Imagine an enhanced UFC fight. This is the direction the enhanced games need to go.
So, you get very angry with all these steroids, and then everyone just gets mad and starts fighting each
Just
other.
roid raging like
That
WWE,
absolutely,
but it's real.
yeah. What does everybody think? Did anyone watch the enhanced games this year?
Does
And not only
anybody from the
that, sir,
crowd do steroids, and can they give us a little insight on like, hey, like, did they do something wrong?
another fun thing, sir, is the super suits. So the
What
swimmers
year is
were allowed to
enhanced
use
super
super
suits?
suits.
Sorry.
Yeah, the swimmers were allowed to use super suits. So they were
Oh,
allowed
they
to,
were allowed to use those super suits back in Beijing 2008, and that's how Michael Phelps won all of his records. They just outlawed them after because they found out how good they were.
you think Michael Phelps won all of his records or broke all of his records because of super suits?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. As a former swimmer, that suit helped. That suit helped a lot. It
So
turned
he
your
never
skin
would
into
have.
like seal skin.
Dr. Tom right now is saying Michael Phelps didn't deserve any of his world records.
Yeah, because of that and the weed.
That's crazy.
No, that's not what I'm
That's
saying. I'm just
exactly
saying
what Dr. Tom
those
said.
suits definitely helped. Could he have gotten it without the suits? Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt that he is capable of it, but those suits definitely made it easier.
I hear skepticism. Dr. Tom is
And
Michael Phelps
the
hater.
weed
He
helped his
doesn't sound
anxiety,
like
which
him.
allowed him to focus more, which is why it's an enhancing drug.
That man could not focus for a lick. And that man, honestly, I think he probably would have not even made it in the Olympics if he didn't have the suit. I don't think he would have done it.
I think he would have been fine in the Olympics. He was still like, world's fastest swimmer, but I think that
I don't
suit
think so.
definitely helped put him over the edge in 2008.
Sir, you're a swimmer, and you said that he's not a good swimmer before. So
Oh
that's
no,
that's what I
I never
heard.
said that. I just said that I could definitely beat him in a race. In the
If
next
we could get that
episode,
done.
watch me swim against Michael Phelps.
All right. Here's a fun question. Do you think you have to do a 200 meter? He has to do a 300 meter freestyle swim. Do you think you could beat him?
He'll wipe the floor with me. It would have to be like a 200 and a 500.
Okay.
I need him to have to swim double the extra laps, and he'll probably still be like only one lap behind me.
I would actually love to just
See
see
that?
Olympic swimming live. Not, I mean, I don't need to see you swim. I think I've seen a dead fish
On
before.
this podcast, everyone has now heard it. Dr. Aaron wants to watch me swim.
No, I said I do not because I've seen a dead fish swimming before, and I don't think it'll be much better.
The next episode, me and Dr. Aaron are going to race each other at our local YMCA.
I actually think that'd be sort of fun if
That
we
would
did
be
like
fun.
a try or a decathlon, and we just
You
pick our
pushing
own
it now.
sports.
No, not. Oh, a okay. I think you
Yeah,
said
decathlon's
triathlon.
easy.
No, you said triathlon. I was like, all right, but buddy.
Oh yeah, I
No.
did. I did start with
No.
triathlon.
You said
Decathlon.
decathlon.
A decathlon would be a great video, and it would be sort of fun to do too. You know, like just have each of us do.
I would pick
You
like
know,
swimming and surfing, and then like snowboarding, and you would pick like archery.
I mean, surfing's not a real sport.
It's in the
Snowboarding,
Olympics.
it's just
I
a
want to hear it.
game. Snowboarding is just a game. There's no skill
Also in the
involved.
Olympics.
There's no
Fishing.
skill involved in any
Fishing's
of
a
those.
sport.
I can step on any board and carve around.
We're going fishing.
Fishing would be a very fun time. I've been fishing my
And
whole life, sir. I can catch
you
myself a
have to
nice
tie
pickerel.
your own knots.
I think I can't tie a knot.
Yes.
Who do you think
do
I
not
am,
tie
sir?
knots. Wait, do you actually fish?
No, but I've been fishing my whole life. I could easily tie a knot. I could easily do a lot of stuff.
Well, listen, let's go fishing sometime then. We're gonna pause the podcast for a second. Dr. Aaron and I need to make some plans. I didn't know you like to fish. I got fishing pools like up the waz in my shed. I love going fishing. Let's go fishing.
See,
Anyway, back to the show. Enhanced games, huge flop.
enhanced games were a disaster.
I
Now,
loved it though. This is the flop that I wanted.
it made me feel good because it really is something that we don't want to advertise. Like, we don't want to advertise getting enhanced because 99.5% of people have no reason to ever get enhanced unless you want to look good. But that's still not worth like a
Picture of James should pop up now.
it's not worth like a not healthy rest of your life. Like, just because you're doing good in your 20s and 30s, you're gonna destroy your body for the rest of your life with like just overdoing everything and all the different side effects of these different medications, which is what they really are, or steroids. It's just not good. I mean, my best example is always Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman does not look very good anymore. He destroyed his body with weightlifting, going through pain, and he was only able to do so much because he was enhanced. He had stuff that helped him juice him and recover faster, but he didn't really ever recover because he did so much. It's just a disaster. I'm not a big fan of it.
But in all honesty, at the same time, because of him, I can now yell, "Yeah, buddy, lightweight," as I go to bench my 135 in the gym. So,
Well, I rag on him, but he was an amazing athlete.
he
did a lot of amazing things. Yeah, he was very inspirational, and I'm not even saying he didn't work hard. He worked very hard. He definitely deserved every single thing he ever did. However, he destroyed
Ronnie,
his
if
body.
you're watching this, Aaron is now backpedaling.
No, I'm just saying he destroyed his body. I stand by that he destroyed his body. It's just, we don't want regular people to go do the same thing for no reason. Not everyone's going to be the world's best bodybuilder, and potentially one of the best bodybuilders of all time. Definitely one of the best bodybuilders of all time. So, like, why would like me or you or random, Joe Schmo watching, or Jake MRG that for some reason posted a sneaker, or Wolf Husky lover that loves sports for some reason?
What about
Like,
that
why would
last
we
guy?
want
That's
them?
just that question that we can't ask.
Oh, Burke Hay, Top K. Well, Burke Hay, I think you know the answer to that one.
Right here, it's obvious, but
Whatever.
anyway.
I guess this doesn't say anything anymore. But
I was about to say that doesn't help the situation. If anything, that can make the situation worse.
Someone married me. Who knows who it is? Let's just say I call her Danny sometimes. Danielle, if you're watching, which I know you're not because there's no viewers right now. Sorry.
We'll cut that part.
Well, no, we won't, sir. We're live.
Downside about a live podcast. I can't edit out the stupid things I say.
Actually,
So I
we
have.
technically could still come back later and do it.
That's what I'm saying.
So we're good.
We can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one
Now that
person
someone's
who's just
back
watching.
actually watching. Wait, sorry, what'd you say, sir?
No, I was gonna say now someone's back.
Yeah, now that someone's back watching, let's actually go to a topic that isn't, terrible. And let's do what Wolf Husky Lover wanted to know from us. Sir, what is your favorite sport and why?
Football. Despite being a Jet fan who wants to constantly cry, I grew up watching it. Watched it with my grandma. Watched it with my grandpa. Watched it with my mom. No, I've always been a big fan of football.
So more sentimental value. That's it. That's all you got.
Yes, I wish that I played, but I did not play.
I think football is something that sounds like a lot of fun to play. I don't think it's worth all the concussions. However, if my eventual kids one day ask me if they should play football, I would like go into depth on like what concussions are and the potential for injury and be like, you can do it, but just know these things because I do think concussions have affected me for the rest of my life.
You've only got a doctorate. It could have been much
I'm telling you, I would have been much better if I didn't have so many
better.
concussions. I cannot remember a person's name that I meet.
I blame concussions for the reasons that I have some of the anxieties that I have because my brain just can't stop thinking now.
So a funny story is me and my brother-in-law went golfing this past weekend, and I know I never remember people's names. So the two people came up to us, because we were in a random duo, and I was like, "Hey, what's your name? What's your name?" Yada yada. You fake it, you're gonna forget it anyway. And the thing I do now is I write down the names of the people that I meet. So I actually did. I wrote it on the bottom of the scorecard, and because I wrote it, I remembered it.
Did you
But
flip flop them though?
no, I actually got it because I kept hearing them talk to each other. Um, but later on, after the whole thing was over, my brother-in-law comes up to me and he's like, "I'm so happy you wrote their names down. I would have never remembered what those were."
Good
So
idea. Look at that.
my tip for remembering people's names is write it down. Super easy. Sounds silly,
And
but
what's your favorite sport?
yes, my favorite sport and why. So I guess we're
Favorite sport to
assuming,
watch.
yeah, favorite sport to watch first, and then we'll get into favorite sport to play.
Yeah.
So my favorite sport to watch is hmm, probably basketball, only if the Nuggets are playing. If the Nuggets aren't playing, then it's probably going to drop off a little bit. But I do still like playing. I think isn't isn't not right to say the Olympics? Is that too broad? I
Yeah.
love
Like
watching the Olympics.
I like watching the Olympics, but like I'm not putting every sport on.
I think that I would have to say track and field.
For a favorite
Has
Olympic sport?
No, just in general. Because I actually do really enjoy watching track and field. It's just never on, so I don't watch it very often. That could also be why I like it so much because of the novelty of it. Like it's not on all the time, so it just makes it more fun. And I did do shot put and discus in high school, and that made it a lot more fun too. Like going to track meets is actually one of the more fun things you can ever do because there's stuff going on everywhere, and it's super impressive. Like how fast people run, how far people can throw different shot puts, discuses, or whatever it is, and even long jumping, all the different types of jumps, high jump, pole vault, all that stuff is very impressive to see. So I'm going to call track and field one sport. I'm going to put it all together. I think that's fair.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair. You just can't, each event is only like so long, so no, I could see that. If I have to pick an Olympic sport, mine's gonna be swimming, but it's because I'm biased and I swim.
Swimming's good too. I like swimming. I
And
really
dude,
do like
underdog,
watching. Uh huh.
underdog, gymnastics. They're
Gymnastics is a
nuts.
lot of fun. I think for me, I think maybe it's because we're physical therapists. I just like watching any sport. Like I
Yeah.
just like seeing things that like seeing people do things that I've never seen before or like sort of blow my mind. Like figure skating is another one that I think is extremely impressive. Like that
Yes, that too.
the figure skater Ilya Malinin, I forget what his last name is. Ilya M. Sorry, I messed up your last name. He he does a quad lutz, I believe it's called, and it's absolutely absurd. Like he is a very amazing athlete. Let us know in the comments, everybody. What is your favorite sport to watch and your favorite sport to play? And next, sir, what's your favorite sport to play?
Ooh. Honestly, I love playing rugby. I swam my entire life, but I think I had a lot of fun playing rugby.
I would have loved to continue playing rugby, but again, concussions are jobs. Like you can't be physical therapists and play rugby. It's just it's literally putting your career on the line every time you go out to play. So, because of that, I feel I can't put rugby as my favorite sport. So in that case, I have I think I only have one option that I actually still play because I would say basketball. I do love playing basketball, but I have no friends that live close to me that play basketball, so I never play. There's golf too. So golf, disc golf are the two ones that come to mind first. I don't think I can like call Spartan race a sport or obstacle course racing. I think that's I don't know what that is, but it's not, I don't think I would say it's a sport. It's very athletic. It's not a sport, but I would probably say either disc golf or normal golf for my favorite sports right now that
Okay,
I
I
actually
like it.
like still play.
I like it. I like it. Mine would be fishing because I golf a little bit, but I fish more than I golf.
Yeah, so I have a Spartan race coming up. I haven't brought it up in a while. And I also might be joining a disc golf tournament in 2 weeks.
Very nice. You're always very active. Very active.
I,
My activities is wedding planning right now. But
my
you've been
disc,
there.
oh
It's a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. My goal for this disc golf tournament is not to be last place. I think I have a good shot at getting last place.
Well, next week or whenever it is, we'll talk about the results of Dr. Aaron's disc golf, and see who who won and if he did get last place.
It'll
One
be
thing
hilarious.
I just came across to flicker back to the enhanced games for a second, because this is actually something that like I meant to talk about. Um, the amount of injuries that they had. Did you hear about how
Oh,
many? Like they had a lot of injuries there. I don't have the total number, but there's several injuries. Like one weightlifter completely shattered his leg, tibial fracture and leg collapse.
that's terrifying. That's too
Yeah.
bad.
And
So
then a lot of weightlifters and runners ended up having severe tendon and ligament tears because although
that
the
is
muscles get
very
enhanced,
interesting.
the tendons don't get enhanced as quickly, and then that leads to structural failure because the force the muscle's generating, the tendon can't keep up with.
Yeah, so for everybody watching, one of the worst side effects of steroids is your tendons get weaker.
Yep.
Right, sir? Yeah,
Would I say
so
weaker, or would it say that they're just not as structurally intensely strong as the muscle now?
I see what you mean. So the tendon stays the same or doesn't improve as fast of a rate, so it can't control the increased force and increased pressure, I guess.
Yeah.
I
And
could buy
then
that.
I would say, Wolf's Law kind of falls under that, where it's like, it takes time for like the tendons aren't as like as vascularized as the muscles are, so it takes longer for adaptations to happen at those structures like your bones and your tendons. So when you go and you do these enhanced games and you enhance all the muscles and get them all beefy, you're leaving the tendons behind.
Yeah. Like we said, I
Ultimately, what
mean,
happens.
steroids really are not as great as you think. There's a lot of things that can go wrong by taking some steroids.
Oh yeah.
And that's just one of them. I mean, if you want to go into it, like a bunch of the negative side effects of steroids, heart problems, hormone problems, shrunken testicles, um, breast development in males, male pattern baldness. I think Tommy's there already. Liver damage, kidney strain, mental health issues, like increased agitation, um, delusions, often referred to as roid rage,
Now, a lot of
Um,
people, as he's naming these, would think like, "Oh, a lot of these descriptions kind of sound like Dr. Aaron," but he's just had concussions. There's no enhancements. There's de-enhancements with this,
that would explain my severe rage and depression all of the time. I'm joking, people. Joking.
and delusion.
Well, delusions of grandeur. What's the worst thing that gonna happen?
Being let down.
Yeah. As far as the anabolic steroids effects on tendons, Google is not my friend right now.
Let's look it up. Do steroids
Yeah,
enhance tendons?
they don't adapt well to artificial anabolic signals of exogenous hormones like testosterone or anabolic androgenic
Oh, all
steroids.
right. Never mind. Take it back. It actually says that it weakens them. You were right on that one because it changes the collagen inside of the tendons.
Interesting.
Dysregulation. Because if you think
Yeah,
about
so
it, the
actually
tendons need to
very
constantly heal from stressors too. So it leaves them structurally flawed because of the dysregulation of the collagen.
interesting.
There's
Yeah,
some good
so
reasons to
I didn't
not do
actually
it.
know the reasoning behind it, but yeah, so collagen degradation and also decreased elasticity. So that's like a double whammy of not good. So
Absolutely.
it just doesn't withstand that stuff as well. However, I honestly do think that with all these athletes getting injured, some of it's just, sort of bad luck and bad timing. And there's not a lot of athletes that actually did it when it comes down to it, or did the enhanced games. So you could just get unlucky. You know what I mean? Like
Could
you could
happen.
have Yeah, you could have 10 Olympic athletes and 5 of them get hurt and it's just a fluke. You could also have none get hurt. You could have all of them get hurt. You just you can't really predict it. There's no way of knowing what's going to happen for sure.
No, absolutely.
But overall, I think I'm happy that they did it. It was a fun thing to talk about, but I'm ready for the next thing.
The
Which
double
what is
enhanced games. We're doubling the steroids, double the amount of dosage. We're
let's see,
gonna
what's
double
the
world records.
so yeah, I guess the next few things coming up, NBA Finals, Stanley Cup Finals, which both started.
Big one's the World
Wimbledon,
Cup.
what's that?
Soccer World Cup.
I don't know what that is. U.S. Open golf, Wimbledon.
Seems like it's all it's important.
So now that Dr. Tom is done hallucinating, making up events that I've never heard about.
So I'll be hallucinating the traffic when I'm driving to work during that week.
Yes, 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 yes.
I
That's
have to
definitely a myth.
drive towards Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, I don't know what would happen over there. I just
Must
want
just
one person to watch that clip and be like, "Does he not know what the World Cup is?"
we're gonna get one angry person with that one.
I'm definitely making
Guaranteed.
a short about that. Without a doubt, I'm making a short about that.
Make it zero context. Don't leave anything before or after it. Just zero context. Be like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, the
yeah, yeah.
World
It's
Cup. And be
just
like, don't know what you're talking about. And that's it. It just ends.
yeah. No, I'm not putting this part in at all. I just think it'll be funny and see what people have
Cut
to
it up
say.
and just say like I made up that event. Be
Yeah.
like, don't know what that is. Well, now that Dr. Tom's done making delusional events.
But what do you think, sir? Should we wrap it up for today?
Oh yes, I think so. We're at our 40-minute mark, and my brain hurts.
Yeah, my brain is done. I need to go run 2 miles and then do a workout with my wife.
I am gonna do a workout with my dog, my fiance, soon to be wife. By the time this episode posts, she might be my wife.
Wow. This is
Mhm.
live, sir. I may remind you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when we post the episode,
Yeah, yeah. When
we're
we
actually
actually
getting
post,
married right now. Here's the priest. Anyway, um,
that's where the priest just walks up behind you, like,
she's
Tom.
she's at the gym right now, and I'm jealous. So
You just think she's at the gym.
where is she?
She's coming to get married right now with the priest.
Priest kicks the door in. I'm gonna do a workout in my home in the living room with all the kettlebells I have.
With the doggo, you're just gonna pick him up and put him down.
He's sleeping, so just hope he doesn't wake up. Because a lot of times he thinks the kettlebells are his toys, and then he tries to bite the 50-pound kettlebell, and I'm like, it's not going anywhere.
Hey, when it comes down to it, any workout is a good workout. And let's wrap it up for the day. Thanks everybody for watching. Keep exercising. You don't need the juice. You'll be fine if you just have a good diet and exercise.
Yeah,
Good
buddy.
night, everybody. If I can figure out how to turn this thing off.